What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and I'm in a little bit of a different position away because I got some things over here that I'm doing and moving around. So I'm going to try to squeeze it over here, what I'm going to talk about today. And of course, as you can see by the title below, it's going to be a topic a lot of you might like. We're going to mention ways guys take advantage of you. Now, I know these to be true because one, I'm a guy. I have done every single thing on here, which we'll go through. Again, if you know me, I was a big piece of shit back in the day. I study the psychology and why men do this. We might get into that. 3, a lot of my clients go through this, and this is the top 5 things. There's more, but these are the top 5 things that guys do to take advantage of you or to trick you, manipulate you. And we're going to go over why they do it, what they're doing, how to counter it. Maybe this is a very beginners, surface level type of video. But if you want more into these kind of things, if you subscribe, I'll do more of these kind of videos, of course, into greater detail. And if you want to check out in the description below my video or my I have a free guide on it. I have a value guide on it on how to keep a guy interested in you if the guys are pulling away. Or you can get a session from yours truly, okay? So we're gonna go from the beginning, which is the most obvious, to the bottom, which is the least obvious. And starting with number 1 is he hooks you. Now, when I say a guy hooks you, that doesn't sound like, he's taking advantage of you. And I would say for the most part, it's not. There's nothing wrong with the guy winning you over. There's nothing wrong with the guy getting you to like him a lot. And I tell women this too. And like if you were to flip the roles, like if the guy doesn't like you, don't get mad at the guy. It's not his fault. It's your fault. It's your fault for not attracting him. But I put this as number 1 because this is basically like all the other things combined. When a guy hooks you, he has his teeth in you. He already knows he has the advantage. He already knows he has one up. He already knows that you're a lot more interested in him than he is you. And he takes advantage of that fact. He knows think of it, a good analogy of it is think of it as a football game, American football, or any game actually, your sport, where the guy or the one team is way ahead of the other team, and it's already the 4th quarter, there's 10 minutes left, there's no way to coming back, so they play it very easy, very conservative. They might put their 2nd or 3rd string in instead of playing their main game to win. So a guy, after he hooks you, he plays it very casual. He might pull back a little bit. And what this tends to do is get women more interested, because when she's really interested and he has his teeth in her, wrapped around her finger or wrapped around his finger, and he basically has the win, a lot of women try to go, Hail Mary, sorry for my football analogies here, tries to go Hail Mary, go for broke, and when the guy pulls away, the woman starts to chase and dig herself into a deeper hole. So of course, the best way to prevent this is not to get hooked in the first place. There's nothing wrong with liking a guy, but it's when you show your cards too early, too fast, too soon, or you come off too strong. I tell women all the time that it's not about telling a guy what, women are like, I don't come off strong though. We don't talk about what we want or the future or titles or anything like that. And girlfriend, you don't need to be talking about that stuff. I tell women to stop looking at your actions and start to look at the bigger picture, the vibe. Like if you're coming off strong, if that's the vibe, if you're coming, then that's what's gonna push the guy away, okay? So the first thing is he hooks you. Now the second thing is, obviously we talk about this all the time, so I'm not going to go into detail on this one. He tells you what you want to hear. Guys are very, very, very good at telling women what they want to hear. And women fall for it because they have a like bias. They like the guy, so they tend to be easily persuaded by things that are in their favor. So if I'm talking to you and I tell you how much I like you, you're easily going to fall for that because you like me in return. Guys are very, very, very good at telling women what they want to hear because they know what women want to hear, especially depending on where they meet women. So think about it. I always talk about context. If you meet a guy online or you meet a guy on Tinder, you're obviously on Tinder probably to find a relationship or to see where it goes. You can give me that bullshit, but a lot of women are on there for relationships or to finding a decent guy. Guys know that, which means you're pre-qualified. And when he goes on Tinder, he's not going on Tinder to find his. And I'm going to make a video about this, but I'm going to touch on it real quick. Here's the different sexual strategies. Guys go on Tinder for, to see what's on Tinder, to the ego boost, to talk to women, things like that. And if a relationship comes out of it, great. A lot of women are kind of on the opposite end. Yeah, you might go on Tinder to see what's on there, but you're looking more for potential and a date. So you're pre-qualified, and men know that, and again, they take advantage of that. It's much easier to go on Tinder or OkCupid or POF or Match or Harmony.com, all those kind of sites, because a guy knows what you're looking for. You're less likely to turn him down. You're more likely to talk to him and for something to happen. So it's easier for a guy to take advantage of you because of that, okay? So he's going to tell you what you want to hear, especially depending on where you found him. And again, that goes back to step one. He hooks you, and then it just goes downhill from there. Number 3 is something I used to do a lot. It's blow his own cover. Guys are really good at this. This is like next level shit. If you call a guy out on being a player, an idiot would be like, oh, no, it's not me, man. It's not me. Don't worry. I'm not talking to any other girls. I promise. And if a guy says that, cut him off. He's automatically bullshitting you. Trust me. If you meet a guy on Tinder, he's talking to other girls. He'd be an effing idiot not to. You'd be an idiot as a guy. I'm saying that straight up. Like, if guys are watching this, you'd be an idiot not to talk to other girls on Tinder. You're not going on Tinder to talk to one girl. It's a numbers game, okay? Tinder is a numbers game. That's just how it is. But if he wants to step his game up to the next level, what a lot of guys do is when a girl calls him out on that bullshit, he blows his own cover. I used to do this all the time. She'd be like, I don't know, I can't trust you. You seem like a player. You seem like this type, whatever. And I would just straight up say, now, I'll be honest with you, I was that type. I'm not about that anymore. That used to be my, And then he starts to go into this big story. I am looking for something serious. And guys would really use logic. If he's like a 35, 40-year-old, he'd be like, I'm a 35-year-old man. I'm a 40-year-old man. It's time for me to settle down. All that type of bullshit. But listen. And these all build on each other. He blows his own cover, which basically tells you what you want to hear, right? Hopefully you can see that. Which then hooks you. You get what I'm saying? Guys are great at this shit, but women fall for it because they have the like bias. I gotta write that down somewhere over here. Hopefully you can see this somewhere. We'll put it right here. Like bias. Hopefully you guys gotta look that up. Look up the 25 cognitive biases. Okay, that's what it's called. Look it up. Just 25 cognitive biases. Things people fall for all the time. Okay. So then the 4th one is something that happens with every single one of my clients, which usually goes back up to bam here. He hooks you by giving you a lot of investment in the beginning. It's a guy's job to hook you in the beginning. Listen, it's a guy's job to get you interested. It's a guy's job to court you. It's a guy's job to give you all this attention and make you feel special. His job is to win you over. He has to do that. So how's he going to do that? He's going to give you a good investment in the beginning. He's going to let you think, hey, this is a good thing to invest in. I'm a good guy. I'm a great guy. I'm this, I'm that. I'm not like the other guys. Again, he bullshits you. He tells you what you want to hear to hook you. And if he has to blow his own cover, he'll do it to get you invested. He's going to text a lot. He's going to show a lot of interest. He's going to initiate and ask you out a lot in the beginning. He always does, okay? He's trying to hook you. I'm not saying doubt it. I'm not saying turn him down. Just be aware that he's doing it, okay? Whether a guy is crazy about you or not, he's going to show a lot of investment in the beginning. That's what he does. It's common sense. That's how guys are. They like to get in and get out, or like to get in real fast, see if it's worth it, and then get out. The analogy I like to use with this is shopping. Guys, usually when they go shopping, they know what they want. They're in, they look. If it's not there, they're out. Okay, women look around. It's basically the same thing here. And of course, finally, he takes advantage. Hopefully you can read that. He takes advantage of your weaknesses. And what I mean by that is a guy will take, a great example would be the online thing that I said. He knows that when you're online, you're basically pre-qualified. You're looking for something. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on there. He takes advantage of that. If you're an insecure woman, he takes advantage of that. If you have a scarcity of men in your life, like you don't have a lot of options, he takes advantage of that because he knows you're not going anywhere, okay? Guys take advantage of these things. If you're insecure, low self-esteem, and you're looking for a boyfriend and you feel that you're not happy until you feel that void, or you have a guy in your life, he takes advantage of that, okay? So these are all very, very important things for you to remember. Again, I'll move out of the way one more time. He hooks you, tells you what you want to hear, he blows his cover, he invests a lot in the beginning, and he takes advantage of your weaknesses. If you can remember these 5 things and play it to your advantage, I think you have a good shot on not giving the guy so much power. But again, if you want to learn more about the powers and stuff like that, the 2 books I recommend are mine, my Value Guide, which is already out, and my Energies Guide, Masculine and Feminine Energy, which won't be out for another couple months, but you can pre-order it. Very, very good stuff. Oh, actually, I have a Guy's Intentions Guide down below, which is all you can also pre-order, which is, I'm going to talk about all this in there. So with that being said, ladies, I love you. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or watch another video of mine. Again, the more you watch, the better and smarter you become with these kind of things. It's all about prevention. Women always come to me after the fact that something's wrong. It's better if you watch my videos and you learn about prevention and letting this stuff happen, letting a guy take advantage of you, liking a guy too strong when he doesn't feel the same way, and things like that. So keep watching my videos. I love when I'm on the phone with a client and she's like binge watching my things, she says. Or people snap me videos of their of them watching my video. Which if you have me on Snap, again, the link's below, my Facebook's below, all that's in the description. If you have me on Snap, actually take a picture of you watching this video. That'd be awesome. I love seeing that kind of stuff. So with that being said, ladies, I love you. Take care and peace.